Hi, I'm Nick from Jestic. Today we're going to show you how to get your machine ready in time for your next service. We're going to look today at the DIHR HT series hood type dishwasher, and we should find that all of our filters are out and are cleaned from the end of the last service. So the first thing we do is we take our standpipe filter and we place and click that into place, followed by our standpipe itself. Again, you want to get a positive connection when that goes in. If the machine you find ever fills and it seems to be emptying again, check that's in place. If it's not in place, you're going to lose that water. Then we're going to put on our surface filters. These go in order to make sure we're collecting any heavy debris that does manage to get into the machine, and we can easily remove that, preserving the water to give you a longer service period out of that hot water that we've heated up. And finally, on the hood type series, we're going to put in the tray support. Once that's in place, we're now in a position where we can activate the machine and get it to start heating up. Okay, so now that we've replaced the standpipe and filters in the machine, we can lower the lid and we're looking at the controls. Standpipe's in, and although I know on your screen this is flickering, that's to do with the frame rate of the camera that we're using to film this with. In real life, this is a steady display. We'll press the start button and that turns the machine on. So we've done that now. The machine is switched on, filling up and heating. Once it gets up to temperature, after about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on both our electrical and water supply, we can then start operating the machine in order to get those dishes and plates all washed and ready. Now that the machine is up to temperature, at 55 degrees in the wash tank or plus, and 85 or plus in the rinse tank, the machine is ready to use. We can select the program from 1 to 4 by pressing and holding the start button. By continuously pressing and holding the start button, we can go through the programs. By releasing, we've selected now the wash cycle that we want. If we're below 85 degrees, the wash cycle will hold until it's reached temperature to assure you that you're getting a full sanitization. To operate the machine once we've selected the program, we press and let go of the start button or lift and lower the hood, and that will activate the program. Okay, so we finished our shift. Our last tray of ware has been cleaned, and now we're going to get our machine ready for that period of shutdown until tomorrow or the next shift when we set back up again. Bear in mind the machine is going to be hot. It has been on, so maybe leave it for about 20 minutes whilst we're putting those dishes away, and there may still be drips coming from it. We've got an anti-drip lid. That said, gravity is still going to make sure that they drip downwards. So once we're satisfied that we can get our hands in there, first thing to do is to remove the tray support, followed by the surface filters, which would have captured food debris, the standpipe, and the standpipe filter. Once we've got them all out of the machine, perhaps with the help of a cloth and the spray arm, make sure that they are all cleaned down and left to dry overnight, ready for reassembling at the start of the next shift. So now that we've emptied the machine of the filters and the standpipe, we can put the machine into deactivation. First of all, press the off button, then press the drain button. This will now drain the wash tank, but leave the rinse tank still full of water. So now that our machine is emptied, we've still got a rinse tank full of hot water. Our standpipe is out, so we're going to use that water to do an automatic wash of the machine and make sure that it's clean for tomorrow or the next service. We do that simply by pressing the start button again. It now goes into that rinse cycle. The machine will empty. At the end, we'll lift the lid and just leave it to air dry. And it's ready now for setup at the start of the next service. Right, so that's our wind down. Our machine is now emptied and cleaned, and everything is there ready to reassemble for the next shift. If you'd like any more information, info@jestic.co.uk, and if you'd like to see any more of our DIHR Warewash solutions, We'll always have you down at one of our 2 test kitchens and you can see the product in person.